Definitely that first flight, we saw the aircraft, we saw its speed, how smooth it was, and I think that's what really stood out to me was how comfortable it was to actually fly at max forward airspeed.
Kind of funny, when I called you, I said, hey, I'm going to bring the 429 by.
We were looking at a lot of different airframes.
You know, Greg, really no reason to stop by. I said, oh, Christian, come on, you love helicopters. Like, well, I do love helicopters. I'll fly it. Chris and I have become friends. I mean, it doesn't just end at the sale itself. It actually really begins when you take delivery of the helicopter. You and I went to Montreal, Mirabel, and picked up the aircraft and then flew it back with your father in the back of the helicopter. And what birthday was that for your father?
I think it was 70.
He turned 70 while we were bringing that helicopter home, and we had a birthday cake for him there at the delivery itself.
That was fun.
The sales experience was quite unique. I guess what I was expecting was the salesman, and what I got was probably one of the most accomplished aviators I've ever met.
But then we flew the helicopter all the way across country, and there's no trying to be a salesman. You've bought the helicopter. This is when the relationship really begins, and trying to give you the right guidance on how to operate the helicopter, how to make best use of it as we move along, and it becomes a lifelong friendship and hopefully resource at that point.
And today, Greg, truly a mentor, not only type rated in more aircraft than I can remember, but dual rated fixed wing. He really has a perspective and brought that perspective to not just the purchase experience, but then the training experience and everything beyond that. And I'm forever grateful to be able to have people like him around. And what I've been realizing is that actually Bell's full of people like that. There's a lot of really accomplished pilots and aviators and engineers that are a phone call away. And you have a question, you have a concern, there seems to always be someone there willing to help. The experience picking up the aircraft at Mirabel was fantastic. Getting to meet the team members there that put hands on your aircraft and built your aircraft, and get to see the 429 production line was really a special experience unto itself. Just the whole delivery experience, how special they make that moment for you. It's an aircraft you're going to be operating for potentially a decade and more. It's a special moment. It's a brand new aircraft. How often does that get to happen? The training experience is really important, because a lot of times when you get into an aircraft of this size, it can be a little bit intimidating to transition from, say, a single into a twin. But the Bell Training Academy provided not only enormous amount of support, but the initial program, extremely comprehensive. I've found that going back every single year for my recurrence leaves me extremely well prepared, allowed me to gain my ATP through that process, and really not only gives you that recurrent skill that you need, but keeps you up to date on what's happening with the aircraft on a worldwide market scale. The other part of it is the Bell Training Academy. It's a small community that fly the 429, and you make lifelong friends with other operators. Yeah, 429 has a really fun owners group, and the owners group is very diverse, as the aircraft has a lot of diverse missions, from mountain air rescue in some of the tallest mountains in the world, to Coast Guard operations, to VIP operations, EMS operations. What it does is it creates an enormous amount of experience and a great community around the aircraft. There's a bunch of official and unofficial owner group that can communicate, talk about challenges they may be having, and then solutions that they're finding. It's a really great community. And what I most appreciate is Bell has that anytime, day or night, here's a number you can call and someone will pick up and help you. And there's a whole team dedicated to supporting the 429 24/7. But it's not just a team of like a call center, but these are individual people. It's the engineers, it's the flight support crew. There's always somebody there to help out. That means a lot when you are just the single ship operator.